Hello everybody, welcome to this Oracle card reading. Today I'm going to be reading a card from the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle, which is an excellent Oracle deck. I use it a lot for self-reflection and my own spiritual practice. But before we get into the Oracle card message itself, I just wanted to talk to you about some spiritual insights and inclinations that I've been having lately. I've been feeling this kind of energy of wanting to do something new, fresh. And I think it kind of makes sense because, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we've just entered springtime, and springtime also has that, natural feeling of like everything bursting into life, everything bursting into newness. But I think for myself, and also I think this is kind of like something that a lot of people experience, doing something new can feel scary, because we never know if we're going to be quote unquote successful with this new endeavor or just trying something new, right? How's it going to pan out? Fear can hold us back from so many different things. But my spirit guides were bringing to mind for me the basketball player Michael Jordan. And of course, Michael Jordan, I think by most people, is considered to be one of the best, if not the best, basketball players of all time. But there was a point in his career when he actually decided to go into baseball, a little foray. He wasn't leaving basketball, but I think he wanted to do that in addition. And he was not nearly as good at baseball as he is at basketball. And so a lot of people really questioned his choice to do that. But it's just something that he wanted to do, right? And there's no harm in doing something and not succeeding in these worldly ways, because it's our ego that craves that, the status, to be number one, whatever markers of worldly success there are. That's what our ego wants. But what our soul craves is simply to have a variety of experiences, multifaceted, all sorts of experiences. It doesn't matter. The soul just craves that. That's what it wants. That's why we continue to incarnate, not just to learn spiritual lessons, but so that we can have experiences that we wouldn't be able to have if we weren't incarnate. So I just wanted to leave you with that. And with that said, let's go ahead and look into this message. The card that I pulled today, it says karma, untying the knots. So do not get scared. People get scared when they hear karma. It brings to mind punishment, I think, for a lot of people, but karma is not necessarily punishment. So let me go ahead and read here from the book. This deck is by Amanda Ellis with artwork by Jane Della Ford Taylor. So let's read what Amanda Ellis has written. Drawing this card implies that what you inquire about is linked into a karmic energy, which may be why things are particularly challenging right now. We are all at times now where karma is being worked through faster than before. Also, some karmic contracts are ending, but need to be finished with good grace. Each aspect of karma needs to be respected and worked through till its end, and God alone decides when it is done. You are reminded that everything in life has a consequence. The good deeds you do are returned to you tenfold if done with a loving heart. And likewise, any action that causes pain or detriment to another also comes back to you, this time as a debt to be repaid. So think in terms of like doing something new. If you're doing it with a good heart, there's nothing to fear. Oops, sorry. There is no escaping the law of karma, whether you are rich or poor, and wherever you are born in the world, all are treated equal. What goes around comes around. It may be that you are facing difficulty in life right now with someone or something. Karmic contracts are played out every day. However, the wise one, guided by Metatron, knows when to recognize such connections and also understands the meaning and higher learning behind any given karmic contract you are working through. Lessons such as compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, patience, and humility may be asked of you now. Are you the one being asked to repay In this case, the lessons may continue until the teaching has completed and balance is restored at soul level. Or are you the one receiving karmic blessings? This too can be hard to accept of someone who has closed their heart to receiving such gifts, not realizing that it may be the result of many lifetimes of service to the light. And this is what you now have earned. So enjoy it. The endless knot depicted in the image of this card shows how we get tied up by past life situations in this incarnation, and how walking the symbolic labyrinth in our own mind brings us peace. There is no escaping ourself, what we have done, who we have been, and how we are now. All aspects play a part in helping us to learn and to grow in understanding towards members of our own soul group and ourselves. The karmic knot set against Metatron's indigo galactic backdrop helps us remember that our behavior, actions, and deeds in every moment are important. They define not just our present experience, but our future life. Be mindful at all times so you reap a good tomorrow. Using this symbol while calling in Archangel Metatron's energy can also be used to request karmic release, where debts feel paid and have been worked on by yourself. You cannot request it for another. This request will only be granted if earned, however. Focusing on it as a symbol of light gifted by Metatron also helps you gain understanding, insight, and guidance with regard to any karmic situation. Ask for any knot of twisted energy within yourself to be softened with celestite blue energy to bring healing where it is needed. Just as the knot itself has no beginning and no end, it represents that energy simply transforms from one state of being to another. So that last little part, regardless of your beliefs, you don't have to necessarily latch onto this just because someone is saying you can use this particular image in that way. If you want to, you can. But I think in general, I like the guidance of we can always ask for assistance from the divine in resolving our karma and helping us to do so more easily. This is called just asking for graces, asking for blessings, asking you shall receive. So I really hope that this was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.